Horseradish is a perennial plant of the Brassicaceae family. It is a root vegetable used as a spice. The plant is probably native to southeastern Europe and Western Asia. It is now popular around the world. It grows up to 1.5 meters tall, and is cultivated primarily for its large, white, tapered root. The intact horseradish root has hardly any aroma. When cut or grated, however, enzymes from the now broken plant cells break down sinigrin to produce allyl isothiocyanate, which irritates the mucous membranes of the sinuses and eyes. Grated mash should be used immediately or preserved in vinegar for best flavor. Once exposed to air or heat, it will begin to lose its pungency, darkening color, and become unpleasantly bitter tasting over time. History. Horseradish is probably indigenous to temperate Eastern Europe, where its Slavic name kren seemed to August and pyramusticandol more primitive than any Western synonym. Horseradish has been cultivated since antiquity. According to Greek mythology, the Delphic oracle told Apollo that the horseradish was worth its weight in gold. Horseradish was known in Egypt in 1500 BC. Dioscorides listed horseradish equally as Persicum sinapi or Sinapi persicum, which Pliny's Natural History reported as Persicum napi. Cato discusses the plant in his treatises on agriculture, and a mural in Pompeii shows the plant. Horseradish is probably the plant mentioned by Pliny the Elder in his Natural History under the name of Armoracia, and recommended by him for its medicinal qualities, and possibly the wild radish, or Raphanos agrios of the Greeks. The early Renaissance herbalists Pietro Andrea Mattioli and John Gerard showed it under Raphanus, though its modern linnean genus Armoracia was first applied to it by Heinrich Bernhard Rappius in his Flora Genensis, 1745. Linnaeus called it Cochlearia armoracia. Both root and leaves were used as a medicine during the Middle Ages, and the root was used as a condiment on meats in Germany, Scandinavia, and Britain. It was introduced to North America during European colonialization. Both George Washington and Thomas Jefferson mention horseradish in garden accounts. William Turner mentions horseradish as red coal in his Herbal, but not as a condiment. In the Herbal, or General History of Plantis, John Gerard describes it under the name of Raphanus rusticanus, stating that it occurs wild in several parts of England. After referring to its medicinal uses, he says, horseradish stamped with a little vinegar put thereto, is commonly used among the Germans for sauce to eat fish with and such like meats as we do mustard. The word horseradish is attested in English from the 1590s. It combines the word horse and the word radish. Cultivation. Horseradish is perennial in hardiness zones 2 to 9 and can be grown as an annual in other zones, although not as successfully as in zones with both a long growing season and winter temperatures cold enough to ensure plant dormancy. After the first frost in the autumn kills the leaves, the root is dug and divided. The main root is harvested and one or more large offshoots of the main root are replanted to produce next year's crop. Horseradish left undisturbed in the garden spreads via underground shoots and can become invasive. Older roots left in the ground become woody, after which they are no longer culinarily useful, although older plants can be dug and redivided to start new plants. The early season leaves can be distinctively different, asymmetric spiky, before the mature typical flat broad leaves start to be developed. Pests and diseases widely introduced by accident. Cabbage worms, the larvae of Pyrrhus rapi, the small white butterfly, are a common caterpillar pest in horseradish. The adults are white butterflies with black spots on the forewings that are commonly seen flying around plants during the day. The caterpillars are velvety green with faint yellow stripes running lengthwise down the back and sides. Full-grown caterpillars are about 1 inch in length. They move sluggishly when prodded. They overwinter in green pupal cases. Adults start appearing in gardens after the last frost and are a problem through the remainder of the growing season. There are 3 to 5 overlapping generations a year. Mature caterpillars chew large, ragged holes in the leaves, leaving the large veins intact. Hand-picking is an effective control strategy in home gardens. Culinary uses the distinctive pungent taste of horseradishes from the compound allyl isothiocyanate. Upon crushing the flesh of horseradish, the enzyme myrosinase is released and acts on the glucosinolates sinigrin and gluconestashine, which are precursors to the allyl isothiocyanate. The allyl isothiocyanate serves the plant as a natural defense against herbivores. Since allyl isothiocyanate is harmful to the plant itself, it is stored in the harmless form of the glucosinolate, separate from the myrosinase enzyme. When an animal chews the plant, the allyl isothiocyanate is released, repelling the animal. Allyl isothiocyanate is an unstable compound, degrading over the course of days at 37 degrees Celsius. Because of this instability, horseradish sauces lack the pungency of the freshly crushed roots. Cooks use the terms horseradish or prepared horseradish to refer to the grated root of the horseradish plant mixed with vinegar. Prepared horseradish is white to creamy beige in color. It will keep for months refrigerated but eventually will darken, indicating it is losing flavor and should be replaced. The leaves of the plant, while edible, are not commonly eaten, and are referred to as horseradish greens, which have a flavor similar to that of the roots. Horseradish sauce made from grated horseradish root and vinegar is a popular condiment in the United Kingdom and in Poland. In the UK it is usually served with roast beef, often as part of a traditional Sunday roast, but can be used in a number of other dishes also, including sandwiches or salads. A variation of horseradish sauce, which in some cases may substitute the vinegar with other products like lemon juice or citric acid, is known in Germany as Torfemmeritich. Also popular in the UK is Tewkesbury mustard, a blend of mustard and grated horseradish originating in medieval times and mentioned by Shakespeare. A very similar mustard, called Kronzon Vormeritixsenf, is popular in Austria and parts of eastern Germany. In France, sauce au rafet is popular in Alsatian cuisine. In the US, the term horseradish sauce refers to grated horseradish combined with mayonnaise or salad dressing. Prepared horseradish is a common ingredient in Bloody Mary cocktails and in cocktail sauce, and is used as a sauce or sandwich spread. Horseradish cream is a mixture of horseradish and sour cream and is served alongside au jus for a prime rib dinner. Vegetable in Central and Eastern Europe, horseradish is called kren in many Slavic languages, in Austria, in parts of Germany, in northeast Italy, and in Yiddish. There are 2 varieties of kren. Red kren is mixed with red beet and white kren contains no beet. It is popular in Ukraine, in Belarus, in Poland, in the Czech Republic, in Russia, in Hungary, in Romania, in Lithuania, in Bulgaria, and in Slovakia. Having this on the table is a part of Christian Easter and Jewish Passover tradition in Eastern and Central Europe. In parts of southern Germany like Franconia, kren is an essential component of the traditional wedding dinner. It is served with cooked beef and a dip made from lingonberry to balance the slight hotness of the kren. In Poland, a variety with red beet is called siewikla z czernym or simply siewikla. In Ashkenazi European Jewish cooking, beet horseradish is commonly served with gefilte fish. In Transylvania and other Romanian regions, red beet with horseradish is also used as a salad served with lamb dishes at Easter called svekla cu. In Serbia, ren is an essential condiment with cooked meat and freshly roasted suckling pig. In Croatia, freshly grated horseradish is often eaten with boiled ham or beef. In Slovenia, and in the adjacent Italian regions of Friuli Venezia Giulia and nearby Italian region of Veneto, horseradish is also a traditional Easter dish. Further west in the Italian regions of Lombardy, Emilia-Romagna, and Piedmont, It is called barbafoota, and is a traditional accompaniment to bolito misto, while in northeastern regions like Trentino Alto Adige, Südtirol, Veneto and Friuli Venezia Giulia, it is still called kren or kren. In the southern region of Basilicata it is known as raffano, and used for the preparation of the so-called raffinata, a main course made of horseradish, eggs, cheese and sausage. Horseradish is also used as a main ingredient for soups. In the Polish region of Silesia, horseradish soup is a common Easter Day dish. Relation to wasabi. The Japanese condiment wasabi, although traditionally prepared from the wasabi plant, is now usually made with horseradish due to the scarcity of the wasabi plant. The Japanese botanical name for horseradish is wasabi, or a western wasabi. Both plants are members of the family Brassicaceae. Nutritional content. In a 100-gram amount, prepared horseradish provides 48 calories and has high content of vitamin C with moderate content of sodium, folate and dietary fiber, while other essential nutrients are negligible in content. In a typical serving of 1 tablespoon, horseradish supplies no significant nutrient content. Horseradish contains volatile oils, notably mustard oil, and allyl isothiocyanate. Biomedical uses. The enzyme horseradish peroxidase, found in the plant, is used extensively in molecular biology and biochemistry.